In the fourth generation of K-pop there are many popular girl groups that are dominating. But among them, who is the biggest? The answer to this question is sought by many, and in this video I will finally answer it. I will take into consideration the sales, popularity, streams, and overall discography of the groups. But most importantly, I will be taking into account the charting power of the groups both in Korea and internationally. One side note before we get started is that since I'm taking into account the overall discography, if a group debuted more recently, their small discography will be held against them. This is because I'm trying to figure out the biggest group of 4th gen, and the biggest group must have a strong enough discography to back up their position. With that said, let's get started. First off, I would like to eliminate Kepler from the auctions because their sales have been dwindling down with each of their comebacks. Their debut was their only song to chart in Korea, and their streams and popularity are only a fraction of what they were during their debut. So surely they can't be the biggest 4th generation girl group. Moving on. Nmixx is a group that has good selling power, but their songs charting power fluctuates, and groups such as StayC and Fromis 9, if one considers them to be a 4th-gen group, are popular in South Korea in the sense that their songs chart well there. Fromis 9's recent releases easily go in top 20 of the Circle digital chart, but internationally they aren't that popular as showcased by their small sales and streams compared to the upcoming groups in this list. Similarly, StayC, who has a higher selling power and more streams than Fromis 9, also suffers from poor global popularity. One group that does do well globally is BabyMonster. Their debut was the most viewed debut song within the first 24 hours in history, and their song Better Up became the 8th most played song in K-pop in 2023 with only a month amount of tracking time. Their global popularity is immense as highlighted by their streams and high amount of followers/subscribers in YouTube and other social medias. But as I said during the beginning of the video, overall discography is taken into consideration, and since they only have one song out, they aren't ranked higher. But I am adamant as time goes on they will become one of the leading 4th generation girl groups. Moving on. Another group that suffers from a small discography is Izone. Since they are a project group, they have a small but successful discography. They were immensely successful in Japan and Korea and had good selling power during their active time. However, like BabyMonster, their small discography prevents them from charting higher up into the list. Now moving on to the major and the biggest player of the 4th generation, we have Itzy. When Itzy debuted they were one of the biggest 4th generation act. Their popularity only grew with each comeback, but in 2021 they would meet hurdles in their career as their charting power subsided. Trouble arose from all sorts of places. Both Korean and international fans lost interest in them, and they never seemed to satisfy both Korean and international fans in one comeback, and a hate train sparked against them. Consequently, their song Cheshire only charted at number 89 in the Circle digital chart, and their streams grew ever smaller. On the bright side, within each of their last few comebacks they sold over 1 million copies, and that's a big achievement. Moving forwards, we have Le Sserafim, whose charting power in Korea and Japan is incredible, and so are their popularity. They also surpass over 1 million sales with each of their recent comeback, but their small discography prevents them from charting higher. Next up we have Aespa. Upon their debut they became extremely popular both within Korea and internationally. Each of their recent comebacks charts and sells well in Korea, but they lost some steam in their hype recently, as their streams decreased, and they have lost almost 1 million sale in their most recent comeback compared to the one prior, so they aren't in the top 3 of this list. In the top 3 we have Gidle. I was very much conflicted if I should switch Aespa and Gidle's chart position, but it was evident to me Gidle should chart higher since Gidle is about to enter the 6th year of their career. They have a long and extensive discography that backs up their position. Additionally, each of their last 3 comebacks are extremely successful and have amassed over 200 million views on YouTube, and their song Queencard was even the most viewed K-pop music video of 2023 in YouTube. Furthermore, their popularity in China is unmatched and their charting power is immense, so they truly deserve their position. In the second position we have IVE. Each of IVE's title track with the exception of their debut went number 1 in Korea. Their song I Am is the most streamed group song in Korea in 2023. Their most outstanding achievement is that within their rookie period, they became the second best-selling K-pop female act ever and the highest-selling female group in Hanto history. Let me rephrase that. Within their rookie period, which consists of the first 2 years of a group's career, they became the best-selling female group in Hanto history by selling over 5 million copies. If that isn't a fabulous achievement, I don't know what is. However, their last comeback Baddie performed lackluster in streaming, so that hinder their efforts in being the top group of the 4th generation. In the first place we have NewJeans. NewJeans have many music videos and promotes many songs as singles, which makes them have a large and extensive discography even if they just debuted 1.5 years ago. Their streaming power is unparalleled and the influence of each individual members is unmatched by any other 4th gen groups, as each of the member are brand ambassador of high-end brands. Moreover, they are one of the few groups that broke into the American market alongside BTS and Blackpink. The hype around them is surreal and they truly are fit for the #1 spot of the biggest 4th generation girl group. Here is my list of the biggest groups in order. Do you agree with them? If not, what would you have done differently? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. With that said, I put in a lot of time and dedication in making this video, so I would massively appreciate it if you can like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.